starting with Ace Hardware. They can be reached at 721-2500. They're located at Gray's Crossing there in Tennessee Ridge. That's on Highway 49. That's Ace Hardware. You can reach them at 721-2500. Ace Hardware, your friendly hardware place. Signature Healthcare, where quality of life is their mantra. Located in the Arlington community of here in Tennessee. They can be reached at 289-4141 for any information you may need. From a dream to reality, Traditions First Bank. They can be reached at 289-5500. It doesn't matter whether it's a banking account, a checking account, buying a car, or a house there. Check them out. Houston County's only hometown bank. Children daily, whether it's a simple volleyball or show or anything. Just to keep it
and electrical and heating and air conditioning for all your plumbing, electrical, heating and air conditioning needs. Call us at 931-289-4301. We install rude, reliable heating and air conditioning products. Call us at 931-289-4301. Call us today.
Again, that's Arnold's Heating and Cooling, and their offices are at 2211 West Main Street here in Tennessee.
And they place every time, I'm going to say just about every time that they go to a competition. And even though they're a small band, they
actually went to camp this year, and they were the largest band there. So they may not be no small band anymore.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And like I said, we want to make mention of the band because they come here and they play songs that pump the crowds up, pump the teams up, and I really enjoy listening to them.
Oh, they've got a wonderful sound. They work hard, and they've got talk about a backup group for Channel 12. The backup group that the band sponsors are just marvelous. I mean, they just bend over backwards, travel hundreds of miles.
And Mr. Mike, your family is involved in the band. I haven't even heard a theme this year. What is the theme this year?
I don't have an idea. I don't think they told me this year.
Well, maybe they're making it a surprise.
They could.
Maybe it's going to be a surprise theme. So enjoy the marching band, and don't forget, right after the band performs, don't forget to come to the games, look in your brochure, your guide that you get that has the rosters and all the sponsors in it, and see if you can find a logo, a picture, whatever the picture may be of the night. Look in your brochure and see if you can find that, because you will have the chance to win $200.
And don't forget, homecoming next game is $300.
$300 for the homecoming game, and it will be a packed crowd here.
But, if you don't get it, you'll feel poorly, and so we're going to let you go eat dinner down there at Southern Air.
Okay, yeah, and that's right. There is a consolation prize. You just don't walk on the field, even if you miss the field goal, you still get a consolation prize of $50 to Southern Air Restaurant. Now, I'm going to tell you, for those that are listening and those that are most people in Houston County, if you're from Houston County, you know about Southern Air. But very good food, buffet style. You can even order one of their top sirloin steaks at Southern Air. Very good food, and the consolation prize is a $50 gift certificate to Southern Air. But hey, most people want that $200, don't they?
Yeah. I wouldn't want no $50. Yeah.
I'm going to take a break and enjoy the band, and I'll be back with you to bring you second half of action here on the Hill in Houston County after halftime.
Oh, so you remember it then. Roll off, we're going to watch the band and get a little bit of this here kick that they're going to do down here. Watch Barry hand off this big check.
different one each time? Is that how we're gonna do it?
Did you use it?
Okay. So we just let them have it?
No. Have them bring it up here.
Oh, okay.
If they win.
All right. So
Or the next one.
well, we can probably. That's right. It's dated 2012. So that's fine. So how they know they win? It's marked or stamped or something?
No, he's going to tell them what page to look at and what they're looking for. It's a Chinese stamp on page 38. No idea what page 38 is.
That's way back in the day.
This one didn't have it.
He don't get to win.
That's my book.
Oh, you don't get to win.
I don't get to win. Neither does he. But his wife got one and she got one. No, I know for a fact that, and they said it was good because they got consistently advice.
It'll be fun. I hope they make it.
Oh,
We doing it on this end down here?
I guess. Because I'm going to film you from up here. But the photographer will be down there. I hope.
Well, I guess everybody can tell the way.
Yeah, you better go to the field. Yeah, you better.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we're going to do the $200 Kick for Cash competition. At this time, please look at your Houston County Lions game program for a red Chinese symbol. It is on the lower right section of page 38. If you find it, please go to the 20-yard line. You will kick from the 20-yard line. If you make it, you get $200. And if you don't make it, you get $50 catcher ticket to Southern Air. Do we have a winner? The red red Chinese symbol on page 38. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we might have a winner.
Ran it. Well, that's Ray Elliott handing on out there, and they're getting ready for him there with the, they're going to set up the ball for him to kick. If he doesn't get it, he gets a gift certificate. I don't know if old Ray can kick 25 yards or not.
Now everyone, give Mr. Elliott a round of applause. Let's cheer him on. That's okay, $50 and 7 is always a good thing. Congratulations, Mr. Elliott.
We're back with you, bring you the second half of action here on the hill in Houston County as the Irish hold a 12-7 lead as we are nearing the end of halftime, as both teams are back on the field and they have warmed up and they are preparing to either go on offense or defense. As to start the second half, Houston County will be going on the offense and Richland Raiders will be pursuing the defensive side of the ball, as number 12 and number 3 Hunter Moran will be back deep to receive the kick. And one positive side of the first half was the running game of the Irish, with Moran leading the charge as he was able to have 2 big scores. And forgive me for not having the statistics tonight, but Moran was able to gain positive yards on just about every carry that he had, which led to the surge in the Irish offense there late. A couple of big turnovers helping the Irish offensively, and now Richland back to kick this ball deep to the Irish, and the ball having trouble staying on the tee. Now there's the kick, as the ball's going to be returned by Moran, and he finds a little bit of a seam as he spins away. He's going to fall down outside the 30-yard line for the Irish, as Tharp once again in the second half will lead the Irish offense. Irish electing to stay with their running game, keeping everything in between the tackles. Out past the line of scrimmage. Pick of about 2-3 yards maybe.
Moran on the carry, gain of 3.
Moran, the workhorse tonight.
The Irish.
Another fumble, ball's on the ground. And the Irish having trouble with the snap tonight, and the Irish give it up in poor field position
Raiders take over on the 36.
as the Raiders take over on their end of the field. Jordan will be under center for the Irish. For the Raiders. There's a handoff off tackle. And a big stop by number 57 for the Irish.
That's what I love about you. You're the only one that can do that.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mike. I try to do the best job I can.
Well, you do a great job at it, Barry. I mean, like I said, most people, they have a hard time talking. You can do it, run the camera and talk.
Once again, I'm trying to learn these jersey numbers, and number 57, reason I didn't know that number was because he's a freshman, was Gregory Hughes on the stop as the running back was caught off tackle. And there's a reverse. 2 missed tackles. The Irish had 3 chances to stop number 12 in the backfield, Stevie Bass. Finally knocked out of bounds before he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage was Hunter Moran. So even though we could have had better field position by dropping them back deep around the 45-yard line, still a big stop by Moran as he's able to stop him at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd and 12. Snap by Jordan, who's in a shotgun. Ball's thrown up. And the ball's going to be knocked away, but they're going to call him Moran for pass interference. And it looks like they're going to actually mark him as catching the football. So that penalty is going to be negated. As Moran comes up a little gimpy as he runs off the field. And Crook will take his place.
So you're saying
at
that's
corner.
Is that his first time out here today or second?
No, he's been on and off the field. He's primarily an offensive player for Houston County. Does play some at on defense at cornerback. But right now, that's exactly what the call was pass interference.
Pass interference on the Irish.
Well, I've watched him over the years too, and he's really fast too. I mean, so. The other thing I noticed, I must be getting older because most of the players this year look like children up there to me as they run across the field during the.
They make me feel old because I can remember these kids playing baseball, football when they were 5 and 6 years old, and that really makes me feel old.
I understand that. It doesn't take much to make you feel old. You young people are like that, Barry's even getting gray hair up there.
Well out by Jordan as he looks to pass. And that's going to be a touchdown
Touchdown Raiders.
as Jordan rolled out and found his receiver in the end zone. So a quick score on the first series of the second half will bring this score to 13-12 with an extra point coming up. And I don't know after the kick, and I need to find out because I'm not exactly for sure.
No, you can bring me coffee and give this to him.
And the kick will be wide right.
Yes, I did.
So
Well, I won't coffee.
now the roles have been reversed, and the Raiders with a 1-point lead,
Keep the 10. I keep the change from the bag.
13-12, as the Irish will go back deep to receive the kick. I don't, just speaking of, and I didn't get an opportunity to while the kick was going on, if you look down in the right far corner of the end zone, there you'll see 5 crosses down there.
Right.
And I've seen that for a few weeks now, and I've not had the opportunity to find out what the crosses mean. That's something that I'd like to pursue and see what it is. So
We'll see if we can find out what that means.
we definitely will, because that's interesting to me what those 5 crosses mean. But just something that stood out right there, and I'm sure a lot of people in the stands and even watching on TV, if you run across that, you're probably wondering also what those 5 crosses mean. So the Irish finding themselves in the same position as to begin this second half, back deep because of the botched snap by the center and the quarterback. Let's see if the Irish can get it right this time and get a good return.
It's the 5 wins from last year.
Good to know. The 5 crosses that you see in the far right side corner of the end zone are the 5 wins that Houston County received last year. I would like to see this year that we add about 6 or 7 at least of those, if not more. Crosses on this field.
All around there.
There's the kick. It's going to be returned by Barnes, as he found a little hole, but it closed quick.
Barnes on the return. Brings it to the 39.
So as the Irish offense back onto the field, this time Irish going with their base formation, double splits in a split backfield. And JD having trouble hanging on to the football. Once again, the Irish turn the football over almost in the exact same place as they did on the last series. And I don't really know what's going on.
Well, it made the time clock go crazy because it just had the jitters a while ago. It was just bouncing on and off and on and off.
I really can't get a handle on the problem. I'm not down there on the sideline with the coaches, but J.D. Tharp has been recovering from a cut on his hand that required stitches about 3 weeks ago, and I don't know if that's part of the problem. It very well could be because it was in the part of the hand that you have to grip the football. And a big gain for the Irish, as the offensive line of Richland just blew our left side of the defensive line off the football. Brandon Clark elects to take a timeout here. And like I said, this Irish team is composed of a few seniors, and I'm looking at the roster here, and '13 seniors on this team, so quite a few seniors to be on this squad this year. A lot of leadership there, and you're always looking for leadership from your senior class. A lot of the seniors coming out this year has been because of the attitude that Brandon Clark has brought to this Irish squad, which everybody wants to be on a winning team. But the attitude that he brings to practice and to the games, he settles for nothing more than putting a W on the board. And I know growing up, a lot of people teach their kids that winning is not always important. But I like to look at it on the other side of that winning is part of life. If you do not win and keep after it, keep trying, then
Perseverance will take over.
Perseverance, exactly right. Winning is a big part of society. And there's a bad snap.
Moved him back.
Almost a turnover there as Logan Baggett was there to make the initial tackle. And we're going to have a referee's timeout as the quarterback's helmet was brought off of his head, off of his shoulders. But a big stop there by the Irish. Brings up second and long.
It's no, like I said, a heart attack game here. 1 point difference there. It's keeping me nervous.
The referee signaled for the clock to start after the quarterback has got his equipment situated. And looks like we have jumped off sides.
Well, I saw him jumping, but I didn't think he jumped off sides. But one of the ones on the line could have.
Penalties are hurting the Irish tonight. You know, on defense, and you're taught this from at a very young age, that you watch the ball. Even though you may have linebackers, linemen moving to get situated to try to make the tackle, you're taught to watch the football, and you do not cross the line of scrimmage till the ball is snapped. Defense moves on the ball, and sometimes anticipating too much causes a problem. Big stop by the Irish, and we're signaling fumble now. And that's actually plagued both sides of the ball. Both teams tonight. Looks like the ball is going to stay with the Raiders, even though the Irish are signaling they have the football.
Richland recovers.
Third down and long for the Fighting Irish.
I thought they said Richland recovers.
Richland did recover, so they'll still have possession of the ball. With 7:50 left to play here in the third quarter. Pressure on the ball, and Logan Baggett, who plays defensive end for the Irish, there to make a big stop on Cody Jordan. And that's going to bring up fourth down. And you have field position here, and a lot needs to be decided here as Richland, you're really too close to punt the ball. So really the only other two options you have is to kick a field goal or to try to go for it. And it can be very costly.
Well, they could try a field goal, but They'll be like Ray Elliott. They may not make it.
Well, speaking of Ray Elliott, that was almost money in the bank, as Ray Elliott was the man, a big man of the community. Just here a few years ago, a couple of years ago, as a matter of fact, was Lord High Mayor for the Irish celebration, and he was actually the lucky one. How lucky can you get? Ray Elliott been able to kick for the field goal.
It was an excellent icon to be doing that.
Exactly.
That's the only reason I said that it might have been fixed there. But we know for a fact that it wasn't. I watched out there how they sold those, and nobody knew which one it was. They just knew there was a stack of them out there to sell.
A great man of the community, and a perfect kick, and I mean it split the uprights and just didn't have enough height and hit off of the crossbar on the field goal. Pretty exciting for a lot of people, but nevertheless, we talk about that $50 gift certificate that they get for participating and going $50 gift certificate to Southern Gauge. Southern Gauge.
That'll be a little greasy out there, I guarantee you.
I get a little tongue-tied, especially when I do a lot of talking, so y'all have to forgive me for that. There's the pass.
And it wasn't no good.
There was good coverage there by number 12, Cody Crook.
He was hoping he'd come through there. I know what he was hoping. Just the way it goes. He was actually hoping that it would come through.
So, turnover on downs gives the ball back to the Irish. In pretty much the same field position that we've been in for the whole third period on offense. We've had two handoffs, and both of them have been fumbles. So let's see if the Irish can here.
Just the first game. I mean, it's you can't run a business without making a mistake.
Well, coaches, whether it's the first game or not, coaches do not like fumbles.
I realize
do not like fumbles. Penalties they can handle, but fumbles are a no-no because you've been working on those through preseason, through 2 days. Carrying the ball is fundamental part of the game, man. You just do not turn over the football.
They need to start putting Velcro in them boys' hands, you think? Or glue.
JD with the keeper.
He didn't get far with it, though.
He might have gained a couple of yards on the carry. And we talk a lot about for those that know football and for those that don't know football, the Irish have put in what they call the veer option this year, where the quarterback has the opportunity to read what the defense is doing. And I'll talk about this from time to time. But the quarterback can elect to hand the ball off, pitch the ball, or tuck it and run, which we've seen JD doing quite a bit of because undoubtedly the ball carrier hasn't been there to receive it.
Boy, they moved it back that time, or they moved our man back.
A big stuff on J.D. Thorpe as he dropped back, looking to throw the ball downfield, and the offensive line not able to hold up the defensive pressure that was pursuing Thorpe, and now the Irish offense will be coming off the field as Thorpe will be back to punt the ball away with 5 minutes left to play here in the third period.
Well, we talked about those 5 minutes, though. That we had a 1 minute last about an hour and a half last year.
Deep, hard-handled snap.
48 yards there, about the 48-yard line, when you say?
Down to, it's about the 47-yard line, and we have a player that's down on the field. Looks like it might be a cramp as they're stretching his leg out early in the season. Cramps, with it being humid and hot outside, cramps occur quite often. A lot of coaches say the more you condition, the more you run, the more you stay out in the heat, get used to it. Sometimes when you play a whole ball game, it's hard to stay away from those cramps, no matter how conditioned you are.
Well, you know, it's just true athletes, and I get them cramps all the time. So
Mr. Mike, where does your cramps come from?
well, mine basically come from old age and trying to get out of bed. You know, that's the hardest work I do during the day.
Back to the ball game as Richland takes over on offense, close to midfield, as the Irish defense have made a few big stops here tonight. And
There's the flag. They like throwing out them flags.
I was dead on the football here where the tackle was being made, and you have got to keep your hands away from the face mask, and that's exactly what happened, was a face mask penalty.
On us too, I'm sure.
It was on us because we was making the tackle. And a holding penalty, so those penalties will be offset. And we always like to talk about certain things that people may be watching the game. Offset penalties occur when the defense and the offense have penalties at the same time.
Oh, okay.
And they're one's 5 yards, the other one's 5 yards, so they just offset and they wipe it out, and it's pretty much a do-over.
Well, the best thing to do then is, if you're going to get out there and fight, if one fella hits you, hit him back. Well, I'm didn't quite make it.
And that was good coverage there by Cody Crook as number 12 was streaking down the sidelines. Ball falls incomplete.
Is he what'd you say, safety?
Well, right now he's playing cornerback. Let me get this right. Let me say this right so people aren't confused. Not quarterback, which is on offense, but cornerback.
Cornerback.
He plays the far defensive back position on one side of the field or the other. So on this side, if you look, number 21, Frankie Ramirez, is playing the cornerback position on the near side of the field.
Oh, okay.
There's a handoff and stopped at the line of scrimmage.
They didn't get no points there.
No gain on the play. Maybe a gain of a half yard, maybe.
Well, you know me, I do appreciate that when you explain stuff like that, because us dummies need it explained step by step. And you know me, I'm always asking you those dumb questions.
There's never a dumb question.
Well, you just not talked to me as much as I thought you had.
3 wideouts to the far side of the field as the Irish bring 3 defensive back to the near side, and the handoff.
Where was the ball?
Brought down by a green jersey for the Irish.
It says the Irish have the ball. I wasn't sure.
Well, it's 4th down. Looks like about 6 yards to go for first down. Unless Richland pulls some trickery here, they're fixed to punt this ball away to the Irish.
Oh, okay.
Now, doesn't necessarily mean they have to punt the ball. They can elect to try a fake punt pass and try to get a first down out of it, but majority of the time with needing 6 yards for a first down,
right,
it's not very likely to happen. A coach has to have a lot of grit to be able to try to pull something like that off.
Well, you know, we went for years, we never played any passing game, and then we started doing some passing, and I thought we did really good with that. Now, there is one that's running, he's looking for something.
Oh! And Barnes was back deep this time to receive the kick along with Crook, and instead of letting it down, he took a shot as he come up to receive the punt, and A little lucky there they didn't get injured, and also a little lucky that the hit didn't cause a fumble. That's a hard punt to return.
And Barnes, is that the young man that just a few years ago that they practically thought he was going to die? They didn't think he was going to make it or some reason.
I know he has had some injuries in the past that has caused him to be hot in the hospital, but
I mean, he's always been involved in sports, but I mean, there was just something that happened, and I don't recall exactly what it was. I thought you might, because
J.D. Tharp looking to hit Crook deep, and just not there tonight. Very well defended.
his mama's right down here below us. You know, we think we can holler out this window there, J.D. Tharp, see if we can get anybody to holler yay or anything like that. She ain't paid a bit of attention. She ain't heard it.
The Irish trying to get something desperately going in the passing game.
Boy, there is a pass, but we hadn't figured out who they was passing to. I think it was supposed to be
J.D. laid it up for
82, I think. Or
88, Juan Centillion, and just overthrew him by 10 yards.
Well, he could have underthrew him. Maybe Juan wasn't where he was supposed to be.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
I don't know how they do that anyway. You gone? I'll see you, buddy. Take your check. Huh? Okay. All right.
Once again, the Irish with a lot of movement on the field, and a little confusion causes the Irish to take a timeout.
The coach thinks they're confused anyway, huh?
And with 2:18 left to play here in the third period, the Irish in a tight ball game in the opener of the season.
Did you watch the Olympics any?
I did watch the Olympics some, and was really impressed with the showmanship that the British, who was the host country, was really impressed with the showmanship that they showed for the Olympics and being the host. But I also like watching the athletes from the United States who were competing, and one of the biggest medal counts ever for the United States. Not the biggest ever, but one of the biggest, and it's really awesome to see those athletes participating.
Oh yeah. Well, there were several world records during it, and they probably did more for volleyball with their win than had been done in the past. You know.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The volleyball teams from the United States, which the beach volleyball competed for the gold medal, and both those teams received a gold medal and a silver medal in the Olympics.
Well, I really do like that there beach volleyball. That's always been important to me. Huh?
And
right inside here.
Tharp with a bounce will get the ball across the 50-yard line down around the 44-yard line. And
I'd like to take a moment out to thank Sweet Pea. She furnishes me coffee every day, and you know how, according to Clark, how important that is to me. So I'd like to thank her for keeping me in coffee whenever I'm downtown here.
well, that Mr. Mike, we know that probably if you had a favorite item to your diet, it has got to be coffee.
Well, that's only because it's so good. I tried to tell everybody that.
Big stop there made by the Irish.
Hamlet with the carry. Gain of 2. Stopped by Estes.
Hamlet, number 24 for Richland, was able to pick up a couple of yards on the carry. Hamlet's been the primary ball carrier for Richland tonight out of the backfield.
No.
Richland now with a eye backfield and splits to both sides, rolls out looking to pass the ball. And we're going to have the quarterback who kept it trying to make his way down the sideline. Picks up maybe 3 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 6.
You was talking about the people that help with Channel 12, Todd and Nellie Drummond. They're all shooting Asbury tonight. That's one of our big regular shows that we have. Of course, there's Terry McMillan there, and she's out shooting photos for the thing. And we've got a new lady, Stanley. Miss Stanley is out shooting some photos also.
Big stop by the Irish once again. And this has been a defensive third period, as only one score has been put on the board tonight, or not tonight, in the third period, and that was by Richland, who scored early, but defense is presided on both sides of the ball.
Well, they've got another one of them Charlie horses out there, and
I tell you,
I'm just wondering if they're not getting enough water. That's one of the main reasons you get Charlie horses is moisture. And
well, typically this time of the year in August, late August, early September, when the temperatures are still warm, cramps occur quite regular.
Well, I know, but that's the cause of it is that they're out there sweating all that water out. They need to be pouring it down more.
Plenty of water, just about every chance you can get.
I seen him up talking there the other day or something. I don't know what he was doing yesterday.
I don't know. It's kind of, about neck and neck. Fumbles and penalties have plagued us tonight. So we're just here doing a little talking between fans and commentators here. And
is he talking? Is he a fan?
I guess he has to be, considering his brother is the offensive coordinator for the Irish.
Okay, well, that would make a difference there, I guess.
Irish back to receive the kick.
And there it is down there, kind of tall, and
if he's got some running room,
number 12 has got it there, and he's trying to get his best.
Made a decent return.
He's about the 38-yard line, somewhere around there. Might be 35.
To the 34.
I'm going to have to talk to Chad. He's calling me a yard short.
So the Irish take over right about the 35-yard line, and like I said, it's going to be interesting to see here on this series what we try to do. Looks like we're going to go back to the running game, which has worked for us for most of the night.
I don't know why they don't. The passing game, like I said, they were doing good at it, I thought, last year, but we got 23 seconds left there in this third quarter. Interesting night. Kept the score close.
2nd and 9.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. We got two of our sponsors that are also out here sponsoring things for the football team. It's kind of a neat thing there.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Like I said, as they let the time expire in the third period, we go into the fourth quarter. Houston County down by 1 point here at home, here in Houston County.
And we're going to take a break.
And we'll take a break, and we'll be back with you to bring you the fourth period of action just here very shortly. This broadcast being brought to you by WCBN and Wells Creek Basin Television Network. We're back with you here in the fourth period of action as Tharp is under center as Irish stay with a full house backfield. J.D. Tharp with some running room. And we're going to have a flag. Looks like it's going to go against the Richland Raiders as J.D. was streaking down the sideline. Looks like they might be called for a hit out of bounds.
Sports car, Richland.
So
And that's a Houston County.
that's going to be a Houston County first down as the chains will move along with the Irish offense.
First and 10 on the 39.
So now Irish staying between the tackles. Moran with a 2 or 3 yards.
Moran with the carry.
It's going to bring up second and about 8.
Gain of 1. Brings up second and 9.
There's the pitch. Number 12 is he's got some running room outside. Picks up about 4 yards on the carry.
On the carry. Gain of 4. Brings up third and 5.
Picks up 4 yards on the carry. Brings up third and about 5. JD rolls out, looking for some room. He's got running down the sideline. He breaks free. And he's down inside the 5-yard line as he looked like he was going to be tripped up and was able to keep his momentum.
JD with a gain of 20. Bringing us a Houston County tradition.
So a big 20-yard gain by the quarterback, Tharp. The Irish finding themselves right at about the 16-yard line. Moran busts it outside, cuts it back into the middle of the field. Good move by Moran to pick up
Gain of 8.
more yards.
Brings up second and 3.
Irish knocking on the door as they are now down to the 7-yard line. Needs 2 yards to pick up a first down. Moran is going to be stopped right as it gets to the line of scrimmage. Momentum might give him the line of scrimmage, but it brings up 3rd and 2. Irish looking to punch it into the end zone. Tharp stays on his feet and is going to punch it into the end zone for a Fighting Irish touchdown with 8:37 left to play in the ball game. Tharp looks like his momentum is going to be stopped, but finds himself staying on his feet and falling into the end zone as it will bring the score to 18-13, Houston County. Irish are looking for the 2-point conversion and no signal, and they're going to signal Moran being down short of the goal line as he was stumbling. Even though the ball crossed the goal line, his knee was called short on right around the 2-yard line. So the Irish doing a good job running the ball.
I take it that you took me out of heart attacks.
So
I was down there with that. I said, where am I at?
the Irish taking the lead back here in the 4th quarter. Now ahead by 5.
Here we are, 8:37. 18-13.
Mr. Mike, we're working on them crosses. See them? We talk about them crosses. We find out what they mean now. Now we're looking to start this year off.
We're going to line the whole football field with them.
Yes. That would be perfect. Thought to kick this ball away. There's the short kick.
He likes hustle.
And ball carrier
He ain't quitting till he hits
picks up a few yards after the fumbled return. But we have another player down with cramps.
I think that gives him a break, if you do that. Just fall down, claim cramps, you get a little break that way.
Well, if you get caught doing that is a delay of game penalty, and it's actually illegal to do, but many ball players do it just simply to catch their wind or to help their team out.
Well, I was actually saying that jokingly, but that I ask really dumb questions a lot of times.
It actually happens.
These guys don't know.
Well, no, we was talking about how players sometimes intentionally fall down to play hurt or to give their team a break, and we was talking about you can actually receive a penalty for that, a delay game penalty. It's not called too often, but it does happen from time to time. So, but But good thing to see though is our players are well conditioned, and that's one thing that they thrive on is their conditioning program here at Houston County. And if you've seen, we've not had one player, knock on wood, had not had one player on the field because of cramps tonight. And
That's because he had him out running in 100-degree weather. That's what it was. I know my grandson, until he got a job, was going to play football. He said he just made him run. He didn't care what temperature it was.
that's not always a bad thing.
I know. I don't disagree with it.
So now, on about the 48-yard line, 49-yard line, Irish defenders take their spot on the field.
You hear them crazy people over there next door hollering T for Texas or something.
Quarterback drops back, long pass, and a little bit of contact there, as Moran was pushed in the back, but they're going to call that incidental contact, as the ball was definitely out of reach of the cornerback and receiver. Incidental contact. That's exactly right.
I like that word. Let me slug you. I just incidentally slugged you. No, I can see it.
And a good stop. And the ball's loose. I think they're going to rule him down. The ball come loose after the tackle. But Logan Baggett there to bring the ball carrier down. Big stop by the Houston County Fighting Irish with 8:04 left to play.
8:04.
We have another ball carrier down on the field for Richland Raiders.
He don't look like he's cramped. I don't know.
They are now bringing both teams to their respected side of the field.
He's up. He's walking off. He's just a little dazed.
To keep talking about conditioning, a number of players for Richland down tonight on the field.
I had a fella tell me today he wanted air conditioner in here, and I said, well, you needed to remember when it was cold. We need a heater in here more than we need an air conditioner.
Yeah, it's getting that time of year where it's not real hot. Nice tonight, especially, is a nice night for football. Not too cold. It's not humid. So it's a good night for Friday Night Lights. Quarterback drops back. Screen pass.
He's got it. A little short pass.
Gonna be stopped. Good stop by the Houston County Fighting Irish.
I don't think he gained anything off of that.
Gained very little, if anything.
Well, them cheerleaders, if I did that many jumping jacks.
It's going to bring up 4th and 15, so we see the Irish finally starting to get on the positive side of things as we nearing the end of this ball game. Like I said, a lot of ball games is still close. Crook back deep to receive the kick along with Barnes. Barnes is going to be stopped as he's wrapped up by a number of Raider jerseys. It's been a long night. I'm getting tired and my words are.
You're getting tired?
Yeah, I'm getting tired.
Did you work today?
Yes, I did. I worked today and I got to work tomorrow. But like I said, I enjoy coming out and doing the broadcast of the games. And
well, you just about over the years have been just about become the voice of the Fighting Irish.
Irish keeping everything inside the tackles now, just playing the running game. There's more than thousands. Blockers finds a hole. Gains about 6 yards on the carry.
Do we gain 6?
Looks like we gained more than 6. Looks like we gained about 8 yards.
Well, that's what you really like. 2 of them and we crossed it. Right?
From the spot on the field. So now the Irish looking to just run the clock and gain yards and first downs and put this ball game away. Thorpe rolls out, tucks it, and tries to get as much as he can. Like I said, continuing to use both sides of the field, running time off the clock.
That keeps them confused too. You know, I've always used that there. You keep talking about that. We got one of them. We need some more crook downs. Is what we need.
So 5:20 on the clock now. 3rd and short. Up the middle, little if no gain. It's going to bring up 4th down. And we're going to have,
We're going to measure.
looks like we're going to have a officials timeout to measure the spot, just see how close the Irish are to a first down. Like to me to be a little bit long, about a yard and a half short of the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th, and we're going to call it a yard.
Looks like we're going to have a little increase in our taxes, few pennies. And
just to talk about community events going on. The county commissioners have voted and had going to have a tax increase, and I believe, if I read this right, and I'm sure you go to the meetings, I think that's to help the county out with county insurance, I believe is.
And all the people do deserve it, and of course they had to have a VFW office this year too, so a lot of the veterans, that'll be helping a lot of veterans out.
And J.D. Thorpe on a gutsy move by the Irish. Have J.D. Thorpe roll out on a quarterback keeper. He sticks his nose in right above the tackle, falls across for a Houston County first down, and that's exactly what the Irish were looking for.
They weren't exactly one of them crook downs, but it was enough.
New set of downs, so that means the clock continues to run. So nothing will change here as the Irish were trying to run the clock, but another miscommunication in the handoff gives the ball back to the Raiders. in good field position for them. So the Irish now have to try to win this game on defense here late in this ball game with 4:05 left to play.
Well, like I said, the fat lady hadn't sang yet, and we still got a ways to go.
Well, the coaching staff had the right idea. They were doing exactly what they had to do to run the time out of this ball game. But the fumbles are the things that is haunting the Irish right now. And the Irish looking for a big strike.
Well, they got him. They didn't let him get in game much there.
A quick screen pass to number 12. Buys as he picks up about 4 or 5 yards on the reception. So time ticking away. A lot of pressure now on both sides of the ball. Let's see who responds. Good shot by number 34 for Houston County, Jason Brooks, who laid a lick on Jordan as Jordan come out from under center, bobbling the football, and that was a positive thing for the Irish right there. Brings up third and about 6. Handoff, Jordan keeps it on the outside, and he's got some room. And he's going to be into the end zone. As Jordan keeps it on the outside.
Gives us a tied game here with 3 minutes left.
Actually, it is Raiders by 1.
Oh, it's 19?
19 to 18.
Well, I tell you what. And
so, shows you how quick a ball game can change.
Oh yeah, we was here happy, and all of a sudden we're nervous again.
Still got time to win this ball game. Still got plenty of time, but just puts
it puts more pressure on you when you have
a lot of pressure.
The refs seem to be having trouble with the clock, I guarantee you.
So, as Richland takes a timeout, Irish here to try to stop the extra point. Looks like they're going to try to go for the 2-point conversion to try to make it a 3-point lead. So, big stop here by Cody Crook as he brings down the ball carrier. That was a big stop for the Irish.
You're supposed to kind of spread out your wings there a little bit there, because, that meant a lot right there.
Well, that does mean a lot, because if we can actually get into field goal range, we can win this game on a field goal.
Yeah.
So that is a big stop. If they would have got the 2-point conversion, field goal could only tie.
Right.
So
if we get I guess Tharp could probably kick a field goal like that if we could get him.
If he could get in range, and I don't know what his capability capabilities are as far as his range on field goes.
That's probably something we need to research a little bit.
Let's not hope on a field goal. Let's see if the offense right here can have a big play and
can get it and run 100 yards,
or a big return right here. One of the two. So Irish back deep with Crook and Nola C back.
They're setting up the ball.
So hear them cowbells ringing. That's the Irish crowd is in the house.
Every time I hear them cowbells, I think of some of them games I've been to.
So number 88 for Richland back to kick this ball away, Andrew Jones.
We'll see if he makes a little short kick or a long kick.
Kick up.
He made a good back kick there.
For Cody Crook. Cody brings it out on a decent return.
Cody brought it up on about, the 40-yard line?
Close to the 40-yard line. It's going to be about the 38-yard line, so we'll see the air attack of the Irish right here. So everything's laid on the line right here. Barnes keeping his feet on a little screen pass.
Well, we got another player down. Let's see. Might be Irish out there. No, I don't know.
Yeah, we got an injured player down. It's number 12, Cody Crook. Looks like he's the one laying on the ground. And so everybody.
Looks to me like they got it. Down. Do you want to go look at that, Dan?
Nah, he's all right. He's a tough kid. If I need to go down there, I will. But the coach has got it under control on the field. And
He's up
walking.
Oh, yeah.
He's okay.
.241.
So, back to the ball game. Thought back to pass. Screen pass to Moran. Still on his feet.
Moran with the catch.
Pass completed. Brings up third and about 5 yards for the Irish.
Well, they're going to put out their...
Tharp looking to pass. Throws it up. Deep. He's got a man. He caught the ball. Amazing catch by number 4, Wesley Bourne, as he was falling on the ground, and he comes away with it, brings up a first down. I don't know what Richland is upset about. It was pass interference to begin with, but Wesley Barnes comes away with the football. Yeah, good field position. So 1st and 10 for the Irish with 1:48 to play. Sweep by Moran. Down to the 25.
I think these people are getting excited, don't you? I mean, yours going to be a little excited.
Good thing to get excited about. Coming down to just the last few seconds. Everybody standing on their feet. Tharp under center. Handoff up the middle to Moran.
Moran. Carry. Injured player on the field.
And we got a injured player on the field. Don't necessarily know what's the matter there, but we're going to have a timeout.
Well, apparently he's back up, so.
All righty. 2nd down and 8 for the Irish. Splits to both sides of the field. Tharp drops back to pass. It's going to be hit and the ball is loose. And they're going to call it down as J.D. Tharp was hit from the backside. And they're going to have a penalty. It looks like it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty called against Richland. If so, that would be a mark off of about 15 yards. And so that's with 37 seconds left to play.
One of them games that keeps you on your
An automatic first down for the Irish. So now, down to around the 12-yard line. Let's see what the green mean machine can do right here. As J.D. Tharp is brought down. And the Irish take a timeout. As J.D. looked like he was going to roll out.
Well,
pressure put on by Richland.
Well, they don't have to put on pressure now. I mean, they ain't got no choice. Richland never played. They need to be playing now. If we ever played, we need to be playing now. having that girl do something out there in the middle of the field. Picking up some kind of trash or something.
So second down and about 13 for the Irish. Throw up under center. Moran at tailback. And the pitch looking for some room. He's down inside the 10. Got to get on the ball with time running.
Time back on the clock.
And this one here, he seems to be, he's acting like he's hurt pretty good. Anytime you see on his knees and
another hurt player out there
pounding his fist, yeah, he's definitely in pain. So we're going to take a timeout.
Are we?
Take care of the injured player, and we'll be back in the ball game here in a few moments. We're back with you as the injured player has now been taken off the field, and J.D. Thorpe's under center with third down and 8 yards to go. J.D. is looking to keep it, and he's got a little bit of running room to the outside. As J.D. dumps it, keeps it, puts it into the end zone.
Listening to Neil. Awesome.
So it makes it 24-19.
20 seconds left.
Irish with 20 seconds left.
Wow.
And we're going to have a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Against who?
The penalty was against Richland. Moran dives in the end zone. 26-19. So this team does not have a whole lot of, I'm telling you, they don't give up. They don't give up. And I've said this team since I've watched them play. And even though with all the penalties and fumbles, still a lot of enthusiasm in the stands.
They don't give up, do they? They done good, Les. You acted like in the four minutes to go, it was all over, but they're shouting. And I told you that lady hadn't sung. Well, she sang, and she sang opera.
You can just see the turn of events. I mean, it just takes one or two things going wrong for the whole ball game to change, and we've seen it on both sides of the ball tonight. Both sides of the ball for both teams, and this ball game is going to come down to who wants it the most, who has wanted it the most, and we'll see here in the next 20 seconds who wants it the most.
20 seconds left, guys. 20 seconds left. The drum is driven.
So we're waiting the kickoff. Houston County now ahead in this ball game by 6. As J.D. Thought back to kick it away for the Irish.
There it goes.
There's the kick. He does the right thing, kicks it low. Ball in the football. Around time to run out the clock.
Dropped it. That's the 28-yard line, I believe.
Now, the Irish are going to have to bring defensive backs on the field because Richland has run out of time. Now they're going to have to take their shots down the field.
Still waiting for a lady to sing, ain't we? Them cheerleaders is what's kept them going, you know that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are having difficulties with the clock.
All right. I'm trying to get the clock back situated. A little bit more time run off and then
Looks to me like it went from 12 to
needed
16.
to be. So we're now at 16 seconds left and looking to pass the ball deep. Moran's back. So incomplete pass.
This going to be one of them hour seconds, isn't it?
Second down and 10 for Richland. Pressure on the quarterback. Nowhere to go. And the time's going to expire, and the Irish win this ball game. First game of the season, 26-19 on a comeback in just the last few seconds.
Well, go ahead and give us something to say here.
And I tell you, you can't get much more exciting than that.
I was so excited, I forgot to drink coffee.
Well, it's not over yet.
It's not.
It's not over yet.
Well, we got another 12 seconds.
Somehow or another, Richland's coach was able to get a timeout. So now, with 2.8 seconds left in this ball game, Richland has another shot at an attempt to score. Miracles do happen. Very unlikely that they will score. They can, but they will get another shot at Storm. And there's the last play. Quarterback keeps it and he's brought down. Here's the ball game. And what's it right this time? Once again, the final score, 26-19, Houston County in the first game of the season here at the Hill. Houston County goes to 1-0 in the season, even though there's a lot of things to work on by this young squad. They will be back on the field on Monday working to continue the season undefeated. Right now, back here on August 31st. August 31st, homecoming against White House Heritage. But before that, we have we have Scotts Hill in Scotts Hill next week, Friday night, to put that second W on the board. So, don't have a whole lot more for you tonight. Good ball game, Fighting Irish. Glad everyone could come out and support the players and the cheerleaders and the band, and continue the support. Continue the support and everything that goes along with it. And we will be back here with you on August 31st to bring you homecoming festivities and the ball game against White House Heritage. And as for me and Mike Davis, and we'll see you down the road. Bye-bye.